Hello everyone, this is the Crimson Cure, welcoming you to the Crimson Tower, a place where we keep a feminine foot on the neck of the gynocracy, feminism, and black male misandry. So go ahead, pull up a chair, stay a while, and listen.
This is A-Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.
Hey. Hey everybody. Hey Malika, Quentin, Sheep, C, Dion, how are we doing today? Hope everybody is doing well. What is this? Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday. Y'all know I forget these days. I will straight up forget what day this is. Like, don't play with me. One twin know, the other one don't know. Hey, Mark. You been trying to catch my live streams? I do them pretty much Monday through Friday at about 3:10 Central Time. I don't do live streams on the weekends. But I'm glad you caught it too. Glad you caught it too. I'm actually not going to keep everyone too long. I did want to talk about Kirk Franklin's situation. But this isn't going to be tea sipping. Like, I'm not going to play the recording and, all of the different, because the story is kind of unfolding and all of the different little recordings. And then Kerrion said this, and then, Kirk came back and said this. Now, I did hear the initial release little portion of a tape, which I don't even know why everybody made a big deal out of that. They were arguing. Kerrion is grown. It's not like Kirk was fussing at a young boy. Kerrion is like 32, 33 years old. And he only played a small snippet of that conversation. He didn't play what he said to make Kirk go off like that. If in fact what he said did make Kirk go off like that. But I'm not really here to talk about the ins and outs of that particular, exchange that we heard. I did watch Kerrion's biological mom on a podcast addressing the situation. And I did watch just a portion of when Kirk and his wife showed up on the Tamron Hall show to discuss it. So if you have not seen all of that, it's plenty of YouTube videos that are covering it. You can Google it. It comes right up. So today's show, my show, isn't going to be about going back and reaching back and getting all these receipts. What my show is going to be about today is this right here. The 10 life values. What about the 10 life values? Let's take a look at them. Over on the far, probably left hand to you, right hand to me, on the side you'll see internal 5 and external 5. The internal 5 are spiritual, health, family, appearance, and dwelling. The external 5 is mobility, education, profession, leisure, and wealth. Okay. Due to the musical talents of Kirk Franklin in the gospel realm, himself and his family are set up with the external 5 of the 10 life values. They are set up with mobility. His family, his immediate family, his wife, and I would wager even Kerrion's mom, and other people that he cares about and deems as part of his family are not having a problem with mobility as individuals. They are able to move through society fairly easy due to the wealth that Kirk Franklin has acquired through his long career as a gospel singer. I do believe that he produces, if I'm not mistaken. He has had many gospel hits. Okay. Yeah, I think he was a judge on that Sunday Best Show, which is a gospel-based singing competition show. Okay. So Kirk has been in the game for a very long time. So he has acquired and he has amassed wealth, all right, because of his profession. So his family has mobility, number 6, because of the wealth that he has acquired, number 10, through his profession, number 8. And they are able then to go into their leisure, which is number 9, due to having 6, 8, and 10. Now, as far as education, I'm assuming that he has put his children through school. I don't know what his education level is, but I'm assuming that he's put his children and all of that have had the opportunity to go and receive higher education. Money was not an impediment to education. So, why did I go over that? Because, see, we have been given a value system that is based on only the external 5. We've been given a value system based on wealth alone. Whether you have money or not dictates who you are. It dictates and defines what kind of woman you are. And it goes for men too, but I'm talking to the ladies. It goes and dictates what kind of woman you are, whether or not you have money or whether or not you're able to acquire a man that has money. We live in a society that defines us through the lens of a dollar, such that people who are poor are despised as bad people or people of low character. And people who have wealth, monetary wealth, are often viewed as better people with a better character set, which is not always true. People are people whether you have money or not. Thank you, Ronan, for the cash out. And people, please get my likes up. I only have 25 precious Crimsonites watching, but I got 10 likes. Can I get the likes up, please? Based on the value system that says money is everything, money is all you need. All you need to be happy in this world is a bunch of money and the ability to do what you want to do with that money. Based upon that, put a 1 in the chat if you think Kirk Franklin's family should be happy. They shouldn't even be having these types of issues publicly. Whatever the nature of these issues really are, put a 1 in the chat if, based on the value system that puts wealth above everything else, shouldn't Kirk Franklin's family be happy? Exactly. Kirk Franklin's family, his wife, his children, everyone who has benefited from his acquisition of wealth because he's a multimillionaire. He has acquired what would be considered generational wealth. His children will live well if they're smart. If everybody's smart, his children will live well from his hard work. If they're all smart, their children will live well off of his hard work. Because Kirk Franklin been in the game, what, more than 20 years? If the value system that says wealth and money is all that you need to live a healthy, happy, fulfilled life, Kirk's family would be happy. But they're not happy. What's going on? Let's take another look. Let's take another look. Right now, which of the 10 life values, I want you all to put it in the chat, which one of the 10 life values is he having the most problem with right now? Where is he having his issue? Where's Kirk having his issue? His family. Which has affected another one. That his family value and his family dynamics are very troubled. But it has also affected his appearance. He had to apologize, or he felt he had to apologize. I really don't personally think that he needed to, but for the appearance purposes, he did. Because Kirk Franklin has a public image. Because he is a gospel singer, has been for many, many years. He's been in the church scene, in the gospel scene, for a very long time. You have to have a clean image. Image is part of your appearance value. That has suffered because the snippet that his son put out to the world got Kirk Franklin cussing like a mad sailor. And that is not a part of his public appearance. That's not a part of it. Which calls into question, at least in the minds of the public, about his spiritual value. Are you living in your life the spirituality that you sing about and you talk about? And if you are not, how has that affected your dwelling? Because, see, his dwelling is good in terms of where he's physically located. I'm pretty sure he lives in a very expensive home in an expensive neighborhood. So where he physically isn't a problem. But the energy and the environment within his home is now negatively affected. All stemming from the family value not being up to par in some way, shape, or form. Now, when you have a man, which by many people's account would be considered high value based on the dollar amount in his bank accounts, this type of man shouldn't be having these kinds of problems because he has mastered the external 5, right? That's all we need, right? Ladies, when you seek out these men that have high dollar amounts, make sure you're also seeking these same men who have high value spiritually, health value, high family value, high appearance value, high dwelling value. Make sure that these so-called high value men are also high quality men. Let me repeat that. When you're calling into these YouTube shows to try to get a high value man, try to make sure he's a high quality man. Because his true value is not in his pockets. His true value, the true worth of that man is in himself. See, what was the failing of Kirk Franklin's system, order, and structure? Where did that fail? Because there was a weakness that was catastrophic enough to now threaten the wealth that he has built. Something went unhealed, which is now threatening the build. Shout out to Sheep Stay Sleep. This is why we heal before we build, because too many examples are showing up where there has not been the proper healing that's threatening what a man has built. And I'm pointing out, ladies, the men, not to run the men down, but because there was so much pushback saying that healing was some sort of feminine thing. So I'm pointing out the men who have garnered or mastered the external five, pretty much all five of them, but still is being challenged greatly because at some point the internal five were ignored. They were downplayed. Just trying to band-aid them together while he goes and gets this bag. See, this isn't even about running Kirk Franklin down, but this situation serves as an example of why you heal before you build. Because if you don't, what you build comes under threat of being destroyed from the dysfunctions and things that we never addressed. See, those monsters come back. Those ghosts come back to haunt us. The ghost of dysfunctions past comes to haunt our present and our future. This is why I talk about healing with you, ladies, because you can't build these marriages and relationships and all of these things and acquire these relationships with these men that you want and think that it's going to be successful if you do not address the ghost of dysfunctions past, so that they don't come back and haunt your relationship and threaten the future that you want to build with the men that you want to marry. Okay? This is why I talk about it. It must be understood. We have to understand, ladies, where our value is and where the value of our men are. Where are those values? It's not in his money. This is why they don't respect a man even when he has money. You think Saweetie respects Quavo? Because if she respected him, she would have been quiet about that breakup. Even if it was something done in that relationship that she couldn't tolerate, a deal breaker or something, she would not have dishonored him by putting that in the street. Quavo has money. Quavo's a millionaire. Spent money on her Birkin bags and Bentley rides. And she has the audacity and the unmitigated gall to get somewhere talking about gifts don't heal the scars. But you took them, though. You sure did. If they was Band-Aids, you sure did apply them. You never told him one time, nah, baby, I don't need them extra Louboutin shoes. Nah, baby, I'm not going to go shopping with your black card that ain't got no credit line limit. Oh, no, baby, you bought me a 2021 Bentley. Oh, no, baby, that I don't need that. No, you take that back. I'm good with my Toyota Camry. She ain't say that. Ain't turned down nothing but a calling, and she don't even wear one of them. They tell you that the value is in the money, but when they get a man with the money, they realize that's really not where his value is. His value is in him. Now, this is the same woman talking about, and then the gifts are they just Band-Aids. Then gonna say her money is time and a man not gonna spend her time without paying her. So which is it, sis? And I'm sorry to switch over to Saweetie, but this is kind of the same thing, and I'm trying to drive a point to the ladies, right? This is the same woman talking about her time is money. But then on the other hand, the Birkin bags and the gifts, they don't heal anything. Really? Which is it? Which is it? Either it's a Birkin Band-Aid. Thank you, Sheep. It's either a Birkin Band-Aid or it ain't. It's either a Bentley Band-Aid or it ain't. You a boss chick. I double dog dare you to go into a Bentley dealership that laugh you out of there with that credit score and that little measly amount of money you came in there with. Let's be like, you want one of those cars? Yeah. Oh, ma'am. Here's what I suggest. I suggest you take, what did you drive in here? A Hyundai. Is that a Hyundai? Is that a Hyundai? Okay. What I want you to do is, you can come back to us, but maybe you need to try your options. Right down maybe 2 miles west of here, there's a Nissan dealership that would be happy. I'm sure that they have the latest models. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, ma'am. push that bad credit score paper back over across the desk. These Bentleys is sterile. We don't take Nissan money. These is sterile. Okay? Come in here. How dare you come in here with this Toyota money? Get that out of here. She can't do it. What's the point? Where's your value? We're being told and taught and reinforced that your value is dependent upon what money you have and don't have. I bet you Kirk Franklin family don't think that. He's not going to be able to give Kerrion no money and make that go away. Well, little do you know, maybe Kerrion do want some money. Maybe it will make him go away. You ought to try it. But anyway, you get my point. We're being told what our value system is, and it's false. It's a false narrative. This is why when men lead with their wallet talking about a woman need to submit because I got money, this is why that's false. Wrong answer. Nobody's submitting to you because you have money. When you buy somebody to submit to you, that's called a slave. Or at the very least, a maid. Or an escort. You want the girlfriend experience. This is why men who lead with their wallets got to trick off ladies. Because they've been sold a dream that their value as a man is dependent upon what he has in his pocket. Instead of what he has in his mind. What he has in his heart. We have to get away from money makes a man. No, men go make money. That's how that's supposed to go. Men go make money. The money not supposed to make him. And it's not supposed to make you either, sis. Everybody trying to be a bad bee and a boss bee. What about being a good woman? What about having those internal 5 of the 10 life values down pat so that you can be a high quality woman, so that you can not only be a high value woman, but a woman with high values? What about that? Quit trying to be a boss bee. Try to be a good human being. You chasing after these men for the wrong reason. Because your value system is messed up. And you looking for a man who matches that. And then you get mad when you get into these relationships thinking you was going to be happy, and you realize that he's suffering with those 5. He's struggling. He doesn't have a good system, order, and structure. His spiritual value is very low. His health might even be very low. His appearance value might even be low. And you wonder why you're not happy in these relationships despite the fact that he got you riding around in Benzes and Beamers? Why all the expensive cars start with the letter B? Benz, the Beamer, the Bentley. Why they all start with a B? What's with that? Anyway. Despite the fact that he do kind of hand you his card and tell you to go have a good time. And you're still not happy. He got you living in an opulent home and you're not happy. He got you with maids and nannies to help you with your housework and you're not happy. That's because you're living your life with that man, sis, not based on a good value system. It's based on false narratives. That's why you're not happy. You've based your life on a false narrative. And you married a man that didn't know no better and did the same. And when you get down into these relationships in the times where the money don't matter, where you married that man, you didn't marry his bank account. And then you got to come face to face with that man. And then you realize both of y'all are broken. That's why your marriage is not working. That's why your relationship is failing. I told y'all I wasn't going to hold y'all very long. So I'm going to uphold to that. Before I close this out, I do want to just announce once again, I'm probably going to post this on my community tab as well, that from here on out, when I do a live stream, I'm going to take them down, but I'm also going to repost them the same day. So if you come through and click the link and just come to the channel, I am going to repost these. I'm not just taking my content down. I'm just going to repost them. Okay? So I don't want anyone to be alarmed by that or be like, oh, she's taking her content down. I'm certainly not taking my content down at all. So you definitely will always be able to come back and watch the replay of any live stream or any content that I put out. Okay? All right. So I'm going to start wrapping this up. However, this wonderful show was brought to you by A-Game, which is a male herbal solution. So what I need everyone to do, the guys and the gals alike, is to go into the description box and click the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. And you can get a 10% discount off of your next purchase by using the promo code Kendra10. That's Kendra, the number 10. You put that in at checkout so that you can get your discount and so you can get your A-Game. All right. I know you guys have seen the commercials. Most of them are really, really funny. And so listen, ladies, you've got men in your life that you care about. If you really care, go ahead and get them some A-Game. It does address his vitality, his energy, his strength, his mental focus, and the bonus part for you ladies, his libido. And guys, obviously, you want to see about your own health, so click the link in the description box. All right, and with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites. Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another CrimsonCure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.